for, they're down me. And I'm like, I'm doing it for y'all to make y'all realize that, like, the same way how, like, I told 40 the same thing, because he was like, yo, he's like, you're right with a lot of stuff, but some stuff you're wrong about. And I told him, I'm like, well, keep it real. Before 6 months ago, when I joined Everyday Struggle, I never knew anybody in the industry. I was a avid fan that was studying the culture.
Come up,
Yo, thank you for the sub, bro.
Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name.
I love it. Thank you for the sub, bro.
All three
Really
of y'all.
appreciate it.
Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
I was an avid fan, just really studying the culture so closely and following it that I would just piece shit together. And a lot of times I would be right. Sometimes I'll be wrong, but a lot of times I'll be right because of how intently I studied it. I never had access to talk to these niggas that I could ask them questions or I could really like hold them to the fire. Now I do. You know what I mean?
Stop playing with my
So,
fucking name. All three of y'all.
Lolo X, thank you for the sub,
Stop
bro.
playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
So I only say that to y'all, man. Again, y'all should know I only do all this stuff for y'all. I will take calls. Let me hop on Discord. If y'all saw the Ashanti episode today, y'all want the inside. Well, I always give y'all the inside. So this is the Ashantis. So I go in this morning. I get to Everyday Struggle unusually early because the car that they usually send for me isn't waiting like an hour for me. So I get there reasonably early. I think I got there before Joe today. I got there before Joe. I was the first one there other than like some producer people. But they tell me this is like 5 a.m. or like it was around 6 at that time. They're like, yo.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it. Let's go. Stop playing with my
Hey,
fucking name.
MSDS MTB, thank you for the sub, bro. I really appreciate it.
No more.
So they tell me, they're like, yo, hey, you know, Ashanti, she's supposed to be here like 7.
Nigga, when my name come up,
Oh.
respect it.
Tick Sounds like, thank you for the sub. Really appreciate it. 16 months, really appreciate you, bro.
I ain't gonna say it no
Hey,
more.
I really feel bad when you guys sub for a long time. You know, I don't get to stream all that much. Like tonight, I won't be able to stay on the entire night. But I appreciate y'all.
Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking
Che
name.
Young is Bay.
All
Thank you
three
for the
of
sub,
y'all.
bro.
Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Shady, I'm reading the chat too. Somebody says, yo, you got to figure out the difference between sharing inside information and personal convos with industry people. Boogie down. Thank you.
Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Okay, ASAP Shady. I like that comment you made. Pretty fair comment. So you're saying I should figure out the difference between sharing
Nigga,
inside.
when my name come up, respect
Kung Fu Henny, thank you for the sub, bro.
Stop playing with my fucking
Thank
name.
you. Really appreciate it.
All three of y'all. Stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
Let me just really address that comment. So ASAP Shady is saying I should figure out the difference between sharing inside information and personal conversation with industry people. Here's the thing. No matter what happens to me, you feel me? Like, I love Everyday Struggle, but I am fully aware that if Everyday Struggle didn't exist, I would still be me. Y'all would still be here. Y'all would still be supporting me. So because of that, I don't change my life because I'm now in different buildings. And I will never do that. Right? That's the reason why I still upload to my channel very frequently. And it's a priority of mine. So when you say that, I'll tell anyone, whoever befriends me, my audience is always going to be more important than you. Period. I don't care if it's 40. I don't care when I was cool with Meek's camp. There's a lot of people now I'm cool with. My audience will always be more important than you. Because, again, that relationship with you, at one point, shit, who knows? Somebody could fucking choke slam the shit out of Drake today and I got a report about it and I'm clowning Drake. They might not be cool with me tomorrow. 40 might be mad at me. But you know who's going to be here? Y'all going to be here. So I never really, and that's my angle. I don't care, like, all of these doors, and that's why I keep telling you, I don't think y'all understand that all these doors I keep walking through is not because I'm getting cool with niggas, because I get invited to industry shit all the time. I don't go. It's because I'm me. It's because the people trust me. It's because of y'all. So why would I ever throw y'all under the bus for some fucking relationship with Drake's producer or Meek's manager or whoever? Like, what does that matter to me? You get me? So I'm telling y'all that by saying, when I have conversations with people, I explicitly say, just like I said to 40, I said, 40, I would like for you to do this publicly. He said, I'll eventually do this publicly. I'm not coming to Everyday Struggle. He said, me and you, we could probably do a sit down. We might do a podcast. Let's do that. I said, you know, I did Takashi. I got some other things lined up. I said we should do that. Okay, we had a good conversation. He felt like I challenged him enough, but not disrespectfully. You know what I mean? But also I was very knowledgeable, right? So we could have a conversation. I want the public to see that, right? But yeah, he shared this information with me. Okay, it's cool. But what does that mean? Right? Anyway, uh, DJ Viral, thank you for the sub. I'm gonna read in a second. I can't really see it, but anyway, so basically, I'm telling y'all, and I keep telling y'all, I'm prioritizing y'all over anything else. Okay, I've seen relationships go bad to good to bad to good with artists because this is how artists view me. If I'm cool with you, you should twist everything to make me look good. You should never report anything about me that's bad. And if I do that, it essentially to me my career is over because now I'm just like so biased I can't even tell the truth. So, you know what I mean? I always pick y'all over them. In terms of like say 40, right? I asked him. I said, "Yo, what could I? Since we're not having this podcast yet, but you're giving me this information because you want to give me perspective." So if I'm arguing, say either an everyday struggle or I'm doing a video and I'm voicing these things, like for example, he told me the whole thing about, hey, for anybody to get Drake, they need to pay $200,000 to Birdman. So if I just randomly bring that up, people are gonna A, not believe me, or two, just think I'm pulling out my ass. Can I cite you? I asked him this explicitly. He said, hey, these are the things you could use however you want to use them. The things I explicitly tell you, this is just between me and you, or off the record, don't. Now, honestly, the stuff he told me off the record, if I said, like, it would be really fucking damaging. But that's not what I'm there for. You know what I mean? I'm there for the shit that I could share. Like, this is if he came on a podcast, he would say the same thing, right? So, I'm in terms of all of that, I'm usually fine with all that. But I'll tell you what happens in the industry a lot of times. I told you I did a Takashi interview, right? We did 3 interviews. You know what I mean? Y'all saw one part. We did 3 interviews. First one was an hour. Second one was 25 minutes. And the third one was about 20 minutes. We did 3 interviews. Okay? You might do... That's how just life works in the entertainment industry. Like, niggas might be like, oh, well, don't put out this version, put out this version. You know what I mean? Just based on what their agenda is. I just like keeping it transparent. But anyway... I am on Skype. Y'all can call me. Hey, by the way, giving y'all the heads up before y'all think some crazy shit's going on, I sent Selena a chat nigga shirt. Okay, so y'all gonna see her with it. Please, this is Selena. I don't know, like she's been tripping a little bit lately. I think she kind of saw where, like, the attention Angelica got, and she's now super like, she's texting me weird shit like she loves me and shit like that, and I'm like Selena, I know you, relax. But I sent her a shirt because you know what I mean. I sent a couple people merchandise for free just because like they've been guests and they fuck with it so much. So they asked me about like purchasing. I'm not gonna make you buy it if you fucking come on here and entertain a chat with me. You feel me? So I sent one to Monique. I sent one to Selena. Destiny hit me up today. If she wants one, I'll probably send one to her. Send one to her too. You know what I mean? It's just common courtesy. Like a lot of these chicks, they came on here and entertained y'all, so I ain't gonna be like crazy. All right. Selena need me? Why she needs me? She randomly like DM me today on Instagram. I don't know what that means. Destiny IG's blah, blah, blah. Okay. No, back to the Ashanti story, right? So I come in, right? Ashanti, I've never seen this before. We've had a lot of guests. We've had a lot of like women guests. We had Dreezy. We had Amber Rose. Shoot, we had K Michelle. We had SZA. Ashanti gets there before I do. Ashanti gets there like 5:30 or like some wild, crazy time. Like, so she's like, and we had to build out a room for her for like hair and makeup. So she does her thing for like 3 hours, and then we shoot the show. Now, you see, sometimes, like, because we be getting into these joking little things, I be forgetting what I said about whatever. So I had said about Ashanti because we discussed her, like, with the stripping video when she kind of, like, snapped on some dude for throwing money on the stage. I had looked at the video and I said the politically correct thing. And this is what y'all always got to realize about everyday struggle. It's not the stream and it's not my YouTube. If y'all watch my recent YouTube video on Naya Rivera, I could go fucking buck wild. The most that's gonna happen is YouTube might just say, hey, this video is demonetized. I'm like, yo, this bitch is crazy. I'm going the fuck in on her. Like, or even if it's like an Amber Rose video or Black China video. If I feel a certain type of way, I could just go in. On Everyday Struggle, and because I know, number one, again, it's not my channel. It's not my thing, right? And all the other powers that be, I'm very calculating. I got to be careful I even talk about. Like, even, and also, I'm working with Joe. Joe blows everything up I say. So, at first, I hit him with when we talked about the topic, I hit him with the PC shit. I said, well, here's the thing. I know there's a lot of social justice warrior chicks, which, by the way, I hate those fucking people on Instagram and Twitter. I just hate y'all. Y'all just serve no purpose other than to be professionally mad at every fucking thing. And y'all hate men. So anything men do that is not fucking bowing down to y'all fucking hate. So I don't fuck with y'all at all, really. But I know those people are in the audience of Everyday Struggle. So I'm not going to say that on Everyday Struggle. I'll say it on Twitch. I'll say it on my platforms. Because if they get mad, you know what I tell them? Fuck you. Okay? On Everyday Struggle, I'm keeping it P motherfucking C. At least as much as I can. But still trying to make sure my personality comes out a little bit. So I was like, oh yeah, the guy threw some money. I'm like, hey, just I know there's some fucking PC people watching. Hey, y'all right. You know what I mean? Dude shouldn't just assume that a woman dancing in a fucking leotard or whatever she had on is a stripper. And I thought that's what she got mad at because that was the safe answer that was kind of catering to women. I was like pandering to, if y'all listen, I was pandering to women with that answer. But then Joe started joking about, I was like, well, let's joke around a little bit. She was dressed like a stripper. She was dancing like a stripper. And then we did the Rain on Me thing, and I was like, well, ironically, she had a song called Rain on Me, and the nigga was really trying to make it rain on her. Now, I thought that's what she was mad at me. And I don't know if it was explained in the episode, because I really found out after the episode. Ashanti was really mad at me because, and I will admit, it's a little bit insensitive, I guess, because I commented on her age. But we're at the joking part, I think, of the fucking segment then. So when we saw Ashanti on the fucking screen, I'm like, yo, Ashanti 50? Like, you know what I mean? I'm making a joke. You know why? You know I made that joke, though? And if you watch the episode, she was asking me how old I am. I came to America in 2001. Ever since I've been in the United States of America, Ashanti been famous. She's been popular. I was a fucking fat chubby kid going to middle school or some shit. I didn't know who the fuck Ashanti was, but she was popular then. So for me to be a grown man, graduated college, now on a premiere show, and she's still there, in my mind, I've aged her a lot. Now, of course, it's not right. Women are very sensitive about their age. Y'all should know. Anytime you talk about women's age, it's like a fucking... anytime you talk about women's age, it's like a fucking... It's like a big no-no. I was going to ask her how old she is. I had to Google it after the show, but whatever. But that's why she was mad. I don't think she said it on the show because I was like, is she 50? Now, truth be told, Ashanti looks amazing. Like, super amazing. Ashanti looks, like in person, she looks fucking great. Fucking amazing, right? But I didn't know that was the reason why she had like a little thing to like, or like a little axe to grind on me. So I'm thinking it's like the stripper comments. But the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, if you're mad at me about the stripper comments, I gave the PC answer, Joe started joking around. Why are you coming up here to get at me? Or are you just, which seems like most of the guests, or maybe it's just how Joe just fucking panders to them. Like, it ain't really secret. It's supposed to be good cop, bad cop, right? Like, if he's the bad cop, I'm supposed to be the good cop. If I'm the good cop, he's supposed to be the bad cop. That's how you fucking work a guest. Like, just like how the fucking police, like, jacks up a fucking little kid in the corner and gets the fucking answer out of him or gets him to snitch. That's how, it's the fucking show, right? So, when I see Joe kind of pandering, I'm like, she's just turning her energy to me. I'm like, oh, fuck. But I'm like, wait, no, this nigga Joe is whatever. But anyway, I get to find out after the show. It was because I commented on her age, which, you know what I mean? In hindsight, even though it was a joke, I'm like, all right, I get it. I get it. You know what I mean? Women, especially veteran rappers or veteran entertainers, once a chick been 5 years into the game, if you comment on her age, she's super sensitive. So I understood that. And by the way, everything was like playful. So like even when she was kind of like, you know what I mean? Yo, you rude. Like that's playful. So it wasn't no Vic Mensa shit. Vic Mensa was on some different stuff. She did have a great idea though. She was like, yo, she was like, I was waiting for you to double down on that. And if I knew that was the case, I would have played into it. Like if I knew she was mad at me by the age thing, I would have told the same story. Like, Ashanti, you have been famous ever since I was a child. I'm grown now. Me assuming you're 50, okay, maybe you're not 50, but you're like 40, okay? And she, at least what she was saying, she said she had, what she did, she had in her pocket, she had like a whole fucking stack of like 20s, like a whole like little money phone joint. She said if it got to the point of like say I had like doubled down on the age thing, because I didn't even realize that was a thing. She said she was about to take out the money and like make it rain on me, which I think is a woman's thing. And no disrespect to women, because if she like fucking took out a handful of 20s and just like sprinkled it over me, I'm a nigga. I'm just grabbing money to put in my pocket. I don't care. I don't feel degraded. I don't. There's no fucking connotation. Oh, now I'm making you feel like a stripper. No, you're coming to my job and shit, I need to be paid a lot because I'm doing a lot for Complex. You're giving me more money. Thank you. In my pocket. Give me that. In my pocket. Give me that. In my... I don't care. And also, it'll play great online. So I wish you did that. But that's pretty much what it was. You know what I mean? Y'all gotta understand. Listen, when guests come... And also, I didn't know she was... Like, she was kind of jokingly mad. Like, she was on some real aggressive shit. Because when she kind of came to sit down, initially when they were micing her up, she kind of said something. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. So there might be an issue here. And I told everybody, I was like, if she has an issue, let's not talk about it. Start the camera. Let's address it off rip. Let's not fucking do topics. And we try to do topics, but I think the energy was a little bit weird. You know, we ain't fist pumping it. I wanted to get it straight out because I knew there was a problem. And I didn't think there was a problem before I like got mic'd up. But I'm like, yo, let's just get it instantly. Like, nigga, once it's on camera, let's rock. You feel me? Hey, at the end of the day, let me tell you this. I'm there for the views. Okay? Now, like, on some physical stuff, we ain't playing that. But in terms of whatever could get popping for the views, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm aware why Complex brought me in. Views was looking low. Let's bring in Akademiks. That nigga is the fucking view mongerer. Let's get him in here and save the sinking ship. Okay, nigga, I'm here. Let's go. You feel me? So I know what it is. And again, Ashanti was beautiful. She still is beautiful. The comment I made about her, isn't she 50? She doesn't look 50 at all. I'll definitely say that. Off the record, she looks amazing. But it's a joke. We joke on everybody. You feel me? Do I take back the joke? No. It's every day we're there. If y'all want a stale ass show where there's no jokes, motherfucker, go listen to some other show that's not popping at the moment. We have to joke on niggas. I'm sorry. If we don't joke on niggas, y'all will tune the fuck out. It's a 50-minute show. Shit, even when I do my 8-minute content or like 5-minute content, I got to joke on niggas. If we do a 50-minute show, you better believe they're going to be jokes. That's just what it is. And again, Ashanti looks amazing. Everything was cool. One thing I will say, though, and Joe's my guy, but Joe, listen, I think because Joe has, here's the thing. Let me tell you that. I got to tell you the dynamic.
Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name.
Mandito Gun. Thank you for the sub, bro. I got to tell you the dynamic, right? You see, most of the artists, they come in looking like, who the fuck is this? Now, they might even know me because, like, yeah, they might have heard me on YouTube, but they have no personal relationships with me. Like with Joe, they have respect for his MCing, so it's already a rapport there. So automatically, it's kind of like, all right, if
Nigga,
Joe
when my name
panders
come
a
up,
little bit,
let's go. Stop
Lord
playing
Flacco,
with
thank you,
my
bro.
name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name. I ain't gonna say it no more.
If Joe panders a little bit, they're gonna rock with Joe. And because in my opinion, I thought Joe said crazier shit than me when it came to that. But you know what I mean? They don't know me. You know what I mean? They kind of know him. So it is what it is with that. But and also, I'm not into like just fucking brown nosing with the artists just because they came in. My thing is, I just like to know what the issue is. Let's get to it right off the bat on camera. You get me? I'm not gonna just, oh my god, you look so amazing. Oh my god, you smell good. No, I really don't care. You know what I mean? Like I know we're interviewing a lot of women up there, but I don't be looking at them like that. I be telling you, I said on my live today, when I go to work, I go to work. I go for content. I don't be going there looking at nobody on some. If I ever hear anything about academics at work, that's a lie. Academics go for content. Period. And I don't care if it's a celebrity or not, unless Tinashe come in the building, which I would probably just. Okay, it's Tinashe. So, but anybody else, come on, man. But anyway, somebody said watch Tory Lane's freestyle was amazing. Somebody said, so I admitted that I sniffed Ashanti's seat. No, I'm not into. Yo, all right. Let me give y'all the optic, bro. I don't even take pictures with most of these artists afterwards. I don't. The only picture you see me with them is the one that our producer takes while we're taping the show. I'm not like, yo, let's get a picture for the gram. No, we did the interview. It's gonna be up. Peace out. That's it. I don't need to be kicking it with you. It don't go like that. The only one I took, the last one I took was Dreezy. Dreezy was fucking amazing. Y'all know I have a really soft spot for Chicago. She was just a real one. She like so. And also, like a photographer say, "Hey, let's take a picture." But I don't be asking these artists. Which that's the crazy thing because I be seeing narratives. I'm like, how am I fanning out? I don't ask none of these niggas for pictures ever. When do you see ever like Ray? I ain't gonna lie, Ray Weather Jr. That's my guy though. But I don't be asking these niggas for pictures. Period, dog. Fuck for what? Y'all see a video of me and them? That's it. I don't want no pictures with them. Like, what I look like? Somebody said I pander sometimes. Bro, not even. I ain't gonna. Maybe if it was like newer artists or some shit, like really. If Uzi came in, I'd probably be like, yo, Uzi, let's get a flick. You feel me? When Yachty came in, Yachty told me, Yachty was like, yo, let's get a flick. 21, I forgot who initiated that, but I don't be like no disrespect to most of the artists that come in. I ain't trying to take no picture with you like that. Like, I'm straight. Somebody said I asked 6ix9ine. No, 6ix9ine asked me. Yo, me and Six. Yo, that's such the funny thing about the 6ix9ine thing. Actually, some of my dudes who I brought out to Complex Con, they hit me up like mad. They're like, "Yo, why that nigga trying to play?" I'm like, "No, like, he showed me the caption before. Like, he showed me the caption before. Like, he was just trying to. I don't know if y'all understand how most of these new rappers are. They kind of troll. You get me? So we did the interview. We walk outside. I'm talking to the owner. He comes over. He's like, when it's going to be out, blah, blah. We chopping it up. He asks my number. I give him my number. He's like, yo, we got to get a pic. Let me get a pic with Akademiks. This is the crazy. And I'm going to release more of the 6ix9ine interview. And that's why I don't feed into stuff. Because maybe like when I first got some attention, I would. But now I don't need to. If people think I was like on some groupie shit with 6ix9ine, when I went to meet 6ix9ine, first of all, I met 6ix9ine as a favor to somebody else on some interview stuff. Really. Second of all, the first thing he said to me, he said, yo, Akademiks, even though the first video you ever done of me was you reporting that I was an alleged rapist, I felt so good because I watched you for 3 years every single day. That's why I keep telling most of these younger rappers are my fans. Like, they could act like they're not my fans. Trippie Redd, my fan. 6ix9ine, my fan. All these young niggas, they've grown up watching me cover the culture for the last couple of years. That's the first thing 6ix9ine told me. He said, I watched you for 3 fucking years every day. So he said, even though you covered the worst possible story about me for the first time, and I felt kind of fucked up because that was going around a lot, I felt accomplished because you covered me. A lot of people think that. When Akademiks cover you, you kind of make it. So when people are like making memes of it, I'm like, I didn't feel a need to correct myself or like correct them because I talked to the guy and he showed me the caption, and I know it was very trolly, and I didn't think people were gonna blow it out of proportion, but he was very
Nigga, when
thankful.
my
You
name
get me?
come up, respect it.
Let's go.
Stop playing with my
So,
fucking name. All three of you.
and
Stop playing
also,
with my name.
and also,
I ain't gonna say it.
let me give you this perspective too. I'm realizing also, like, I'm not no old nigga, but like, I'm in my mid-20s, and a lot of these kids, they're below 18, or they just turned 20 or some shit like that. I can't be acting emotional when they're supposed to be immature. That's why with Trippie Redd, when he had like Trippie Redd said the best joke about me. I think it still continues on like social media. It was like, "Yo, Akademiks, you look like a what do you say? You look like a squirrel with a snapback." No, not a squirrel. It was like you look like a hamster with a snapback. That shit funny. That shit still goes in. I ain't gonna lie. Trippie Redd created that shit. I gotta give him credit. But I didn't go back at him on some crazy mature shit. You know why? Because Trippie Redd was a child. He just turned 18. You feel me? I talked to Trippie Redd's label owner. You know what he told me? On some real shit. He said, when I seen Trippie Redd diss you, he said in the morning, he said the direct morning after that, I drove to Trippie Redd's house and I had to explain to him, if you diss Akademiks and isolate that platform, you're fucking us. Trippie Redd hit me up 2 days afterwards apologizing. And the label owner was telling me, he's like, yo, it wasn't because of me, it was because of him. He realized how important you are to the culture. So when y'all be talking all this other shit, nigga, I see the value. You know what I mean? Y'all just gotta catch up. You feel me? I'm good. Erica got me bad. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still confused with Erica Badu. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you know why I'm confused? Because I would say she was doing it for the camera, but like after we got off camera, she was like still like keeping it up. She was like, "Yo, DM me, like, yo, you look." I was like, it's like that's why the whole episode I was kind of like, yo, what is she talking about? I don't know. Maybe it was a troll. I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it. I don't care. I don't care, man. Hey, listen. All I will say is this. When I speak, and that's why I love speaking to newer rappers, there's a whole different respect level with the newer rappers. I don't expect Erykah Badu. I don't expect, what's her name? Ashanti or those people. I don't expect them to like, you see the same way when we go in and we start filming and they start immediately giggling with Joe. Yeah, because they got respect for Joe. They don't know who the fuck I am, and it's fine. Because that y'all not my demographic. I've met Smoke Perp. Smoke Perp was hella giggly with me. Not on some gay shit. Come on. But like he was very cool. Very cool dude. I've never met a young rapper that was ever really egotistical to me. You know why? Because I cover them. I cover them and I give them the bridge to the mainstream level. So that's really where it's at. Play that new Fab and Jadakiss. That shit dope though. That shit dope. Russ is Akademiks' his biggest fan. He likes him on tweets. I just don't have a problem with him, man. Now, honestly, if I was gonna talk to him, and he's never hit me up for advice, I would tell him, hey, listen, you're Vic Mensa and Waleing yourself. Your fucking mouth is becoming bigger than your music. And it's at the point where people just dislike you. Doesn't even matter what you're saying. Bro, you literally came out saying y'all should stop taking drugs. Y'all are lame if you're promoting drugs. And everybody clowns you because they don't like you. Put out music. Don't act like... You see when he talks... And all three of them share this characteristics. Wale, Vic Mensa, and Russ. When they talk like they're above people. They talk like they're giving an authority. Like, yo, this is what... Like, niggas don't want to hear that. You get me? So, it is what it is. Get some OGs on Everyday Struggle, like 50 or Master P. Master P was supposed to come on, man. Me and P had that was around the time with the Kodak thing. Me and P, or P's people hit me up. I was trying to set it up, and it just didn't work out. Like, I think we had too much. He was in New York for like a weekend, and we had too much stuff booked. So, get Cam on. Cam is a legend. You fuck with Russ? Yeah, you know what I mean? Again, I don't care if you fuck with Russ, Wale, or Vic Mensa. I'm just telling y'all, if I'm their PR people, the first thing I'm telling all of them is that, dude, lose the ego. You just don't have the fucking even resume to have that ego. You get me? Like, even the hottest in the game ain't talking like you're talking with the authority or with the condescendingness that you're talking with. Like, just relax. You get me? Listen to other people and learn to disagree to or agree to disagree. Get Mace on the show. We were supposed to have Mace this week. Yeah, I think he canceled, bro. Hey, I'm on fucking hey yo, just call me up. I'm on Skype. Is this the regular Skype? No, I think this is the other Skype. By the way, Lil Boom in New York. That's what I'm hearing. I might link up with him tomorrow. I was asking him earlier if he's around. I might link up with him. Nah, I think I'm on the right shit. What the fuck? No, I'm on the wrong joint. Hold up. Okay. Oh, also, man, and let me tell you this, man. You know what? A lot of people think I've been bullshitting, but you know what I mean. In the last couple months, my vision is crystal clear. The future for me, and I know y'all don't like complex. Sometimes y'all don't like even when I get involved with these big entities. It doesn't have to be complex. There's other companies out there as well. But y'all don't like it because y'all see like, oh, like I don't know if it's like I'm getting too big, or maybe I think like the more I fuck with those outlets or different companies, y'all feel like I'm selling out. But I'm trying to bridge a gap. Like the shit I've talked about, the shit I've represented, to now being able to have some power and do some shit that's big. I'm working on getting to the point, and it's at the fucking finger point. It's at my fingertip where I can start putting people on, people who I believe in. You get me? Like the conversations I've been having recently is, hey, I got these show ideas, or I know these people who are super talented. Let's get them to do some shit that could help y'all, but help them. You get me? Shit. I'm looking at YouTubers. I'm looking at just creative people. So that's really the next step for me. I think I've done a lot myself. I want to continue to do more. But I think with me being a kind of a pioneer, and I don't know if people would agree with that, but a pioneer in crossing over from just like YouTube and kind of really getting into the mix. I'm trying to look at other people who are creative enough, involved enough, and also talented enough to do things to further themselves and other people. So those are the things. If you ever want to know, shit, I'll probably do a fucking Christmas stream where I tell y'all like my fucking like, or New Year's stream where I tell y'all my New Year's resolution. That's my thing now. I'm looking at a lot of people who I believe are creative. Like I'm liking a lot of creative people right now. I'm thinking of stuff, and I hopefully reach out to them, kind of see if I could put situations together. Okay, that's what it is. Get Selena a show on Pornhub. I probably could call her right now, man. Selena on some shit, bro. Selena on some shit. Hold on, let me see. Who do I want to call? Hey, y'all can call me. I'm on my normal Twitch. Let me see who's on. Okay. Call y'all can call me. Don't call her. Call Lerman. Nah, man, I ain't calling that nigga, bro. You know, man, like it was a long time. I think I was even after I cut Herman off as a fucking snake. I had him in what I call limbo, and I was really thinking about like, you know what, like maybe he just made a wrong decision and he kind of fucked up. But I realized that nigga he's not wishing well for me. You feel me? So it's one of those things where you like you might think somebody like yo sometimes they might be misguided, but you know when niggas ain't wishing well for you. I don't know if y'all heard that last conversation we had. It was nothing but pure hate, malice, jealousy, fucking on some you like on some like I don't want to call it some dame shit, but like yo I built you. I'm like what are you talking about? So after that I think I've realized, ooh my man Hood Magic, I ain't talked to him man. Yo Hood Magic, what up, bro?
What's good?
Bro, I haven't talked to you in a minute, my nigga. What's up?
Not shit, not shit. Just life, living.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't talked to you in a minute. Hey, yo, I'm not gonna lie. I miss doing a lot of stuff that I used to do with y'all, just kicking it, and shit been hectic. Just keeping it fully transparent with everybody and even you. I would want to stream more. I would want to just be around a little bit more. I could tell you for the next month and a half, there's a lot of contract negotiations happening for everything that I'm doing next year. So if y'all see me not streaming, assume that I'm probably doing something in regards to that. So in terms of everything I do, you know what I mean? New shows, everyday struggle, everything, negotiations happening right now, period. And that's as much as I can tell y'all. But what up, man?
Nah, we respect it. We know, you got shit to do. But nah, what I'm gonna ask you? What's up with the reviews, man? You ain't.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie, yo. Okay. Yo, I love the Kodak album so much. Let me give you some short reviews off the rip. I have been slacking on the reviews just because really the production value I want to put in reviews is a lot more than I could dedicate me and the people that help me currently. Kodak Black's album I've probably enjoyed either equally or even more than Uzi. Uzi album is so fucking amazing. And of course now the deluxe versions are out. But yeah, yo, I like X's album. I like Uzi's album. I like Kodak's album. We've had a couple albums since then. We've had the mixtape with Freddie versus Jason, the Fab and Kiss joint. That was great. I have a couple critiques about that, but I like that as well. I'm not gonna lie, and if y'all really wonder what's the real reason in me not really keeping up reviews, music comes out too fast. I'm a little bit too busy. It's too crazy. Like, yo, you do know. Okay, Uzi and Uzi shit came out like a month and a half ago. Like it feel like it came out like 6 months ago, right? Any album that's 3 weeks old feels old as fuck. Now, I give credit to like the review channels. They're able to review a lot of this shit because a lot of shit is not it's not like deep. So you could probably review it in a weekend. So they keep up with it like frequently. But for me to keep up with news and also keep up with reviews, bro, it's a lot, man. It's a lot. It's a lot.
You what I think it was Ballin' Like I'm Kobe. When Herbo dropped that, you weren't like early on it, but you still did it. And I guess it's about the timing of the project and if you want to be the first to speak on it. But that's not what we really care about. Like you just was giving your opinion on the music, and it was just we fuck with that as a review fan. You feel me? It's not about you being a drop. You could drop some shit late. We just want to hear how you felt about the same music we listen to.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I really gotta. So in the next like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, like we're gonna have like either like a week off or 2 weeks off from Everyday Struggle, and I can't wait for that because I'm gonna have a little bit more time to just kind of kick it. And also the entertainment industry kind of shuts down. Yeah, I still want to do reviews for all them joints. Yo, Slow, what up, bro?
Academics, man.
Yo, what up, man? Yo, my bad.
Yo, what's up with it, man?
Slow, where you been at, man?
Man, I'm
In the
in living life,
trenches.
man. I'm in the field right now, man. In the trenches, man.
Yeah,
I haven't
I can
talked,
hear
yo.
it.
I haven't talked to Slow in a good like 3 weeks. No, not 3 weeks, like 2 months actually. Slow, where you been? Yo,
I spent you in 2K. I haven't heard from you since, man.
Slow, you were supposed
Yeah,
to come
I was
through the
sending you
complex
emails
con.
about it and all that, man.
You were supposed to come to complex con. You never came through.
I was out there, man, but remember I told you I was gonna go? I didn't come
Jerome pulled up on me and he was asking for you. He was ready for that fade.
Yeah, all right.
No, I'm
Yeah,
serious.
I smacked.
No, I'm
Come on,
dead
man.
ass. I saw Jerome in flesh.
Yeah,
Dead
but
ass.
he wasn't looking for me.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yo, that
was
nigga had 2 shoes lace in his hand and a goddamn like fucking creased up sneaker. He was ready to snuff you out.
Yo, bro. People I know was there, man. If it was a problem, could have got handled, man.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Jerome was, and he was dolo. That's the crazy thing.
Bro, who's Jerome? Like, who's he?
I
Of
ain't
course
gonna,
he was dolo.
as I
Yo, he had
said-
a rollie on? No. He
Nah,
had a chain? No.
Nah, he ain't had no rollie on, man, but he had like 2 sneaker laces around his neck. He was ready to choke a nigga out. Yo, but what y'all up to, man? What's the latest, man? First of all, Slow, have you put any money on Meek Mill's? Have you put?
Yeah, Meek might get a W.
Have I what?
Have you put any money on Meek Mill's commissary?
Help pay for the bus, man.
Pay for what bus?
Bus the sin out there, man.
What do you think about? We didn't get your reaction to Meek Mill going to jail, man. What do you think about it?
Yeah. Yo,
Did
bro,
you-
Judge crazy, man.
Did you-
Real, man.
Did you protest in Philly?
Yeah. I didn't make it out there, but yeah.
Nah, come on, Slow. That's a big deal. Even Rick Ross was out there. Everybody was out there in Philly protesting for Meek. Why weren't you there?
What you say, man? Yeah, I went out there because, yo, it's cold outside. I was in LA, man.
It was cold. That's funny.
Damn,
on
man.
green cone, man.
So when Meek come
Oh,
back,
you got it.
when Meek come back and Meek say to you, bro, did you go to my rally? What you gonna tell him?
No.